Hello everyone, it is Friday, February 26th. Let's see if I can swipe down and find out the time. 10:35 p.m. And the temperature right now is about 2 degrees Celsius. Hello Sabria, Michael Nguyen, Ricardo. How's it going, guys? I'm here in Midtown Toronto. D. Mussolino, Ramses, Timo Cruz, Ryan R. What's up, guys? Maroof. I didn't feel like venturing very far from home tonight, but I kind of wanted to stream, and I didn't really feel like doing a stumble stream, so rather than stream on the other channel, here we are. We're just going to hang out in my neighborhood tonight. Hello, Deborah Ball, Bob, O'Brien, Ian, Fatima, Billy, Johnny M, Bevy, Jeanette, Michael Gray. Hello, folks. Welcome to a very quiet Midtown on Friday night. Hello, Kohana and Alex and everyone else. It's probably about the time I stopped just reciting your names. So what I'll do is I'll head down to Orchard View here, and then we'll wander over to Duplex Avenue, and then I'll head south to Eglinton, and then I'll head east, maybe over to Mount Pleasant, and we'll go for a stroll down Mount Pleasant. So this is a couple of new buildings going in here, or already are in. This is the Montgomery. That's a purpose-built rental building. Feels like my camera zoomed out a little bit. Let's adjust that. Go to the wide angle, pop that. There's yours truly. 4:40 a.m. in Slovenia. Wow. Yeah, Michelle, I haven't done a late night stream in a while. I kind of wanted to go downtown, and with the bus or the subway closing from St. Clair up to Finch over the weekend, Friday would be the time to do it, but sometimes you gotta let your laziness get the better of you. Ken had a troll in his stream. I've had several trolls, it's all good. It's kind of a fact of life. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad. I've got my microphone clipped to the outside of my coat here. Let me know if the wind is bad and I can move the position of the mic, although it'll be kind of annoying since I have gloved up. There's shoppers. I see this guy walking around all the time. This guy straight ahead. He's just a fixture in this neighborhood. Jollibee.name, $5 to start you off this sing. Thank you, Jollibee. I feel like you have been a big supporter as of late, and it's very much appreciated. My pronunciation's a little off tonight. Something about this cold weather makes me say words even more incorrectly than I normally do. Yeah, Ramses, I said earlier I was probably just going to do it on Sunday night. And my counter is frozen again. That's nice. Hello, CL. Thank you, Harjot. So let's take a quiet, lonely little detour here. It's only going to take me a few minutes to get around. What camera am I using? I'm using a Galaxy S20 FE. That's neat, Michael. So this is Orchard View, and these apartments are kind of cool because they're attached to the Yonge and Eglinton Center. So you can pretty much do it all. You used to be able to go right into the subway station. They started constructing the LRT line. Actually, up until about a year and a half ago, you could have gone straight into the subway station. And Jeanette, are you here? Because look what we have found, Jeanette. I'm not sure if I've ever streamed this location, but I know we have a library fan on our hands tonight. And here we are at a library. And I think this is like a co-op housing project on top of the library. You know what? I think it feels like I'm zoomed out. I'm gonna take off my glove here. No. That is the regular focal length. I gotta try to wiggle my glove back on my hand. Ugh. O'Brien got married in his sleep. I should do some food vlogs. I don't know, I can barely do a walk-in video. So this is Duplex Avenue. I'm gonna turn south here and head down to Eglinton. Hello, JD. And I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot by doing this because I don't really have any extra videos on hand. And I decided to stream when I could have just gone out and recorded a night video or two and stocked up. But that'll be tomorrow's problem. Ennio Pontes, to drink a hot chocolate. By the way, when is your birthday? My birthday is in November. But thank you very much for the super chat. It's 2 degrees, so it's not that cold. We'll take a look north up Duplex before I turn south. Hello, Fabio. So these lights are new. They put these in just a few months ago, actually. And way off in the distance, if you guys can see it, that's the tip of the CN Tower. Right where those orbs are. When you record with a smartphone at night, you tend to get these little glowing dots. They're called orbs. It's a byproduct of using such a small lens. But if you can see that little red glowing tip right in the center of your picture, that's the CN Tower. Tasha K can see it. I got my glove on so I don't feel like zooming. Paul James says the orbs equal ghosts. I don't know quite about that. What is this Escalade doing? Is he just going slow there for no reason? I don't see his turn signal. Oh, that's right. If you buy a luxury car, you don't know how to use your turn signals. That's how that works. Spend 100 grand on a vehicle. Why should you have to go through the hassle of signaling your turns, right? It's not salt. But I would definitely give that guy a knuckle sandwich if I could. This is a jerk who's inconsiderate. What's up? Karen G in the house. Dabrowski. Malatesta, long time no see. Some late night garbage truck action. Mohammed, $2. New in town and your live videos help me not losing it. Mohammed, welcome if you are in fact new, and thank you very much for the super chat. Can you see the moon where you are?
Now that when I see it, that makes me want to say, like, what you get done today?
Let's look for the moon. Found it, although this camera won't really focus on it. Not too many would right now on a live stream. And just across the street there is the police station. So if something bad happens and one of you guys rings them up, that's probably where they'll be dispatched from. What gimbal do I use? I use two. I actually set up my third gimbal today. The Zhiyun, I can't say it properly. Nobody can, unless you're a native Chinese speaker, but I set up the Smooth X, and it seems surprisingly stable for a 2-axis gimbal. So I might just have to break it out on some of these streams, as it's nice and light, but right now I'm using a Osmo 3. Here's the entrance to the Yonge and Eglinton Center. I wonder when the first time we'll hear sirens tonight. There is the Metro, where I usually shop at. Maybe Karen G shops there too. I don't think the Raptors won by 122, Harjot. That would be an all-time record. There's a look into the Yonge Egg Center. Hello, Magic Entertainer. Yeah, I saw a bit of Ken's stream earlier tonight. I was on the streetcar, actually. I recorded a walk through Little Portugal this late afternoon, and that is currently uploading. So that'll be tomorrow morning's video. I went down Dundas to Dovercourt, then I went up to College, and then I went over to Brock, and then I went down Brock. And I only recorded the one video. I went all the way out there, and I just made one. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've got the lazy bug lately. Hello from Tokyo. And Buses Gaming. That's all right. You're here now. I have no idea how many people are here now. My app is frozen again. I also don't know if the right thumbnail or title came through in the video. In Midtown, the e-condos is the tallest building. Thank you, Jeanette. Is Snakes and Lattes still there? We're gonna go find out. Let's go along the south side of Eglinton. Jollibee.name. Bought a Samsung S25G, $430 with the discounts. WTF, you got a heck of a deal, Jollibee Gone, and I think you got a better phone than the S21. If only the S21 Ultra, I think, is really an improvement. Jelly K, $10 for late night coffee or munchies. Thank you, Jenny K. Thank you. There's the e-condos. That is a condo, and right behind it is a building by the same developer that's much shorter, but in the same style, and that one is a purpose-built rental building. There's a look south down Yonge. Yeah, it's definitely a bit sad to see this neighborhood like this. Sorry, I just had someone like literally walking on my heels. Whenever that happens, I just like to pull over to the side and give them a little space. It's kind of awkward for everyone involved. Young and eligible. Yeah, that's what they used to call this neighborhood. Now they just call it construction land. Everything looks new with the CIBC building. Well, I got news for you. This shiny red building on the right is going to get torn down pretty soon. And right here used to be a Salvation Army. But I believe that is being reconstructed. Diet Pronto, hello. There's McD's straight ahead. Susan in the chat. Hello, Susan. Sorry.
I'm making a video.
Live stream. Oh, get him. There's my local A&W. So I'm going home from work. If the Yonge and Eglinton Center isn't open, or the location there isn't open, which it wasn't today, this is where I go. And I used to sit at this table right here and stare out the window as I ate my A&W breakfast. Damn COVID, taking away my A&W breakfast. Here's Snakes and Lattes. This used to be a Spring Rolls restaurant. Remember Spring Rolls? D. Mussolino, $9.99. Thank you, D. Mussolino. Thank you very much. So Snakes and Lattes is still there, very much there, and this one is licensed actually. They have a full bar. Hello, Katie M. You can't wait to visit, hopefully soon. All the way in Windsor. Here's the Fox. I've only been here a couple of times actually. Oh, Lime Ricky's is long gone. And there used to be a Swiss Chalet just up here. But they relocated and now it's, I actually walked past it, but it's now a Swiss Chalet in Harvey's. I'm almost at Karen G's condo. Oops. Did you say stop for some mango? Should I do it? I have a policy, unfortunately, where I don't eat food given to me. The walking man dude went grocery shopping today, but he couldn't find his money. Walking man dude, you are just a walking man calamity. I have yet to see you do anything right. Perry, $5 from Macau. Thank you, Perry. It's very much appreciated. I have never been to Macau. I've been to Hong Kong. I'm not sure if I'll ever get to go back to Hong Kong. I'll probably get arrested if I went, but Macau looks like you can have a lot of fun there. Thank you for the $5. The walking man dude's video was shaking so much the money fell out of his pocket. Hello, D. Wallace from Oregon. And there's the social blend. Someone was asking me about Sweet Jesus in yesterday's stream as I went by a Sweet Jesus on, I think it was John Street, just south of King. Well, the Midtown Sweet Jesus became a cafe. And there's some funky art. Why would I get arrested in Hong Kong? Well, I think I have some unpopular opinions that I think a lot of people would get arrested for having. When I got home, I did a duty-do in the duty-do-lay. I think he's trying to say he has a duvet. Good bunny. Aloha from Brampton. Aloha from Brampton. Wow, you're not very far away at all, Declan. I could probably make my way down to your street. And if that's where you live on a gorgeous street. Wow. All right, Karen, have we passed your condo yet? I have not been hit in the noggin with a mango yet. And there's where the Copacabana all-you-can-eat Brazilian steakhouse used to be. And if you remember the North York van attack, one of their chefs, he was a Korean-Canadian guy, was unfortunately killed in that attack. And he worked there. And this place here is doomed. There's a reality show in Toronto. I think it's called, I forget the name, but it was a dating reality show filmed just a few months ago. And what happened was they would have their round of dates there. And they'd walk off after their date down this part of Eglinton. Greetings from Moss Park, and Annette is in the house. Hello, Annette.
Hey there. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good one.
Thank me for streaming. Thank you for watching. So I'm coming upon Redpath here. Greetings, Jake, all the way from Ottawa. I wish I could go to Ottawa at some point. Although there is a nifty channel called Ottawa Walks, where that guy's been putting out a lot of videos around Ottawa. Hey man, what's the best way to cross the street? Just go right down the middle of it. Whoa, whoa. This guy, he might be missing a screw somewhere. Mount Pleasant. I'll probably say your street name now wrong. Balliol? Balliol. I'm honestly, as soon as it's like remotely cold, I get tongue-tied pretty easily. Gloria, love after lockdown. That is it. I don't know if I have slow chat enabled, but I'm having trouble seeing a lot of your messages here. Hello, Alex. Yes, love after lockdown. That's some of the people on that show are just not that interesting. Oh, thanks, Bevy. And here is the place. I've ended a few streams here. Did you check out Predator Poachers Toronto? Yes. That is a really neat YouTube channel. I don't have the stones to do that. It's basically a YouTube version, Canadian version of To Catch a Predator. But instead of Chris Hansen and a TV crew with security and police standing by, it's just a YouTube guy. Whoa. Here's some work going on. Ryan rides, his lips feel like rubber in the cold. I guess you were riding your e-scoot machine around. What route did you cover today? So we are approaching Mount Pleasant. Craig, happy Friday. Is there going to be anyone on this 34 bus going to Eglinton Station? Only the driver. And this 51 bus. One person. The TTC is raking tonight. Kahana subscribed to the Tom Tim Dog YouTube channel. Tom delivered an in-person super chat the other night. Right on Broadview, near Broadview and Girard. The Magic Entertainer likes KFC better than Popeyes. That is a statement that could possibly get you banned from my channel. So this is the future home of the Mount Pleasant LRT station. Oh no! Which way do I go? What time do I have to be home? I don't know. Maybe I should call my mom and she'll let me know. Jenny K, yes, I mentioned earlier in the stream, from St. Clair up to Finch will be closed. Karen G is asking me to turn right on Mount Pleasant. Well, Karen G, if you say pretty please, I can do it. Whoop! All right, I just assumed you said it. I know Karen G likes rap battle, but we're doing the real life streaming tonight. Andy, well, I cannot help you come to Canada. I would recommend using Google. It's unbelievable the amount of emails and DMs and comments I get from people asking if I can help them come to Canada. I am the furthest thing from an expert on it. If you have 7 figures in your bank, we could arrange some kind of sham marriage and get you in, but I'm not the person to ask. Let's let this car back up here by tempt fate. As the BMW driver looks down to see where the pedals are. What time is it? I don't know. I'll just make up the time. It's 11:13. Holy crap, it's 11:04. I was off by 9 minutes. Why would I be surprised by that? Karen G, I have videos to make tomorrow. And I am not available on Saturday night. You have to give yourself some time off. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon, I might even do another stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. But if I'm out, show you the moon. Wouldn't you rather look in a Dollarama? Who would want to look at the moon when you can look in a Dollarama and see my yellow ass hat floating in the background? Can you please go to the Bloor 1 building? I am through there a lot. Malatesta, yes, UFC tomorrow night, but sadly, it is not a particularly good card. Well, Bevy, I guess I can leave it to you in the will. as long as that doesn't result in some type of contract killing to part the hat from me. All right, you guys are asking for the moon. Bum, bum, bum. Hello, Terratopia. We were just speaking to Ryan Rides. And that little green thing that is drifting away is one of those orbs I was talking about. You know what? This side of the street is kind of boring. Let's do a little late night crossy. Where'd our buddy, the walking man dude, go? I could do some spins for him. Hey, it's a portrait of yours truly. I actually really, that's 250 bucks. I was about to say I really like that. That looks like something someone might do in grade 11 art. But 250 bucks for that? I was in the duty toilet. Okay, gosh. Oh, Walking Man Dude was here. All right, Walking Man Dude. Guys, cover your eyes. We're gonna walk out into the road here. A little spinny action. We are on Mount Pleasant because I turned right here because Karen G directed me to. And what I'll do maybe is we'll cut through June Rollins Park at the bottom and I'll head back over to Yonge. Whoa, why did you stop your car over the line? What is it about this city that makes people not know how to drive? There's a look to the north. Diet Pronto, Walking Man Dude's not a bad influence. He's the inspiration. Candies, costumes, gifts, novelties. This is my kind of store. This is exactly the kind of store that, oh, I was about to say that won't stand a chance in the pandemic, but they've got a whole business going on here. Ghostbusters. Tasha K loves those condos up on the right. We'll get a good look at those when we go by. Spaceballs. Spaceballs the mask. That's actually kind of neat. Isn't it a little cold to be walking? No, Alec, it's actually kind of nice out. It's only 2 degrees. Or only 2 degrees, however you want to say it. I think I just said it the same way twice. I have not had any magic candies or alcohol tonight. Spaceballs, best movie of all time. It's a great John Candy movie. Should we get some gelato? In fairness, a lot of people have been commenting how dead it seems, but this neighborhood isn't a particularly lively one. To the west of here at Yonge and Davisville, up through Yonge and Eglinton, it would normally be quite busy. But Mount Pleasant and even Bayview which is to the east of here, are typically not that busy come sundown. There are a few bars and stuff. I think Bayview has a bit more. There's a Duff's. Uptown Chiropractic. Wasn't that guy Alan on 2.5 Men a chiropractor? Walking Man Dude should drop his ski mask at the cleaners. He's been wearing the same one for over a year now. It's okay, Walking Man Dude. It's got cutouts for your nose and mouth, so the dirtiest bits aren't there to be too dirty. Although I guess people must look at you funny. Wearing that mask in a pandemic, it almost looks like you're mocking them. Justin Haw, that is a little bit far. Perhaps one day I'll get out there. This guy is kind of walking really slowly right in front of me. Let's cross the road. Here's the condo someone was mentioning that they liked earlier. Peter Jackson wants to see the moon. I'm gonna have to start charging for these moon shots. Karen says that's a great Mastermind store. I've never been to one of those stores. Never have I ever. Go spark a conversation with him. Come on. Hello, Dahlia and Lily. What am I doing out this late? I am doing this because I didn't want to do the other kind of stream that I normally do on Friday nights. Hello, Michelle, asks Alex. Johnny, make a wish tomorrow on the full moon. That's almost full. That's like 90% full. I'll make my wish now. I wish for 3 new subscribers within the next 20 minutes. What a very realistic wish that was. That's the kind of wish that might come true. How's my new laptop? It's great. I've been playing some Rocket League on it. Oh, Jeanette. Are you here, Jeanette? Look at this. What a teeny tiny library branch this is. We got double library action for you tonight. He's grown to dread. No, the stumble streams are fun. But I looked down at my step counter and I was only a little over 10,000 and I thought, it's a Friday. Let's go get some more steps in. Oh, someone's waving at me. Someone's waving. Hello.
I'm the guy that lives on Mount Pleasant in Balliol.
Oh, wow.
Have some nuts.
Some nuts?
Yeah.
All right, I'll...
They're all wrapped up, don't worry about them. I just got them today from Bulk Barn, so I haven't touched them or anything.
1 second. Jollibee gone. Thank you for the $20. Do you mind being on the stream?
No, there you go.
All right, where are you from?
I'm from Scotland.
Scotland?
I've lived here for about 4 years now.
Oh.
And my wife and I actually just got married in the bookshop over there.
Oh, congrats.
Nice gelato.
Congrats.
Hello, wife. Hello, Carla.
All right, thank you. Oh, my mom's from Scotland.
Oh, cool.
So-
Very nice, very nice.
We're in Scotland.
Glasgow.
Glasgow?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Airdrie, but I think she lived in Glasgow for a bit.
Lovely. All right, I'll let you get back to it.
All right, nice to meet you. Thanks for the nuts.
All the best.
Cheers. It's a friendly guy. We've got some nuts. I think I can trust these nuts. Let's eat a few nuts. Sorry if you now have to listen to me eating nuts. You gotta trust these nuts, right? I believe they are mildly salty. I have no idea what kind of nuts they are. But congratulations to him. Getting married. I hear what sounds like drunken yelling off in the distance. Have you ever tried Fiji water? No. A random guy. You know what? Don't eat the nuts. I'm already eating them. Jenny! Sorry, Jeanette. I just called you Jenny. I'm very, very sorry, Jeanette. Thank you for the $40. And the double library views. You're welcome for that. Thank you, Jeanette. As we look at some pretty neat art. Oh man, these are like some really crazy drunk people. I'm gonna try to cross the street here. Sorry, I'm trying to. I don't normally care to avoid people, but these people look like they need some avoiding. Thank you again, Jeanette. They're harmless, but I'd rather not. There's the Regent, an old movie theater. The box spot. Do you think they're growing something up there? Look in that window. Free Tupperware. Hello from Fort Lauderdale. Kohanis is imagine getting free nuts. I'm going to give you guys a moonshot while I down some more nuts. Justin, I hope to do that. I just showed you guys the moon. Is this the moon stream? Ohana is dying for some nuts. Gagging. It's a normally I film my videos with a Pocket 2, but this is a phone. Show us the gas prices. We are making progress on our moon nuts. Hello, William. You know what, Bill? The guy was willing to present himself on camera, so it'd be pretty incriminating if these nuts were poisoned. So we are just about at the end of the interesting part of Mount Pleasant. There's a Chinese takeout over there. Bubba Hurd says his nuts are not poison. Well, if they are, it was nice meeting you. Sorry guys, I got a mouthful of nuts right now. Thank you, Bubba Hurd. Jordan M says he's so close to where I am. You know what? I've taken Davisville Avenue over to Yonge many times. Let's take Merton. Let's do something new tonight. Your videos are so calm and eye-soothing to watch. Thank you. Even these live ones. There's June Rowlands Park. I think she was the first female mayor of Toronto. She passed away, sadly, not too long ago. Juliano is watching from his building in Davisville, so it might be one of these guys over here. Whoa. I almost slipped. Look at this. This whole sidewalk. It's just ice. Thank you, Diet Pronto. I tried to be gentle with it. I gobbled those nuts pretty good. Gloria, what mic am I using? Guys, I put the equipment I use in all my videos in the description, but I always use the same lav mic. I have 3 of them right now on rotation. It's a Shure MVL. Oh, there's a cop. I like it primarily because of how it handles wind noise. Okay, so that is the end of the really commercial part of Mount Pleasant, known as Mount Pleasant Village. There's a look north. But we are going to head to Merton, which runs parallel to the K. Gardner Beltline Trail. Thankfully, it's getting much warmer now. Yes, we are starting to knock on spring's door. Free pirated movies or Netflix? Well, I can't condone the first one, but I strongly suggest having a fast internet connection because some movies are in HDR and they are very large files to download, and a thing called Plex. And between that and Netflix and Prime, you don't need anything else. If I say any more than that, I'm sure I'm breaking YouTube's terms of service. And here we go. To the gentleman who said he lived here. Granite Brewery is good. Yeah, it's good, but I had such lousy service there one time that I vowed never to go back. I have never had service that bad before. There's a KFC. Flex is so particular. Well, you can always use Cody, but Flex does a better job of making your downloaded items look and feel like a streaming service. Although I don't advocate streaming from non-official platforms, as the quality is usually hot garbage. Is an Amazon Prime subscription worth it? Yes. That pays for itself in like a day. Will you be going to the C&E this year? I hope so. It's looking like sometime around the end of summer, early fall, we'll have enough needles and arms that stuff like that can be enjoyable again. YouTube versus Twitch. Well, I'm on YouTube right now, so I think that answers that. And Mount Pleasant Cemetery is up ahead here on the Beltline Trail, but the cemetery should be closed, but the trail should be open, but I don't think it's lit very well. Before I head down Merton, let's take a peek and just see what the trail is like. That's Merton. That's the road I'll be taking over to Yonge Street, where we'll be back to civilization. But I'm kind of curious what the Beltline Trail is like. There is a third vaccine. Magic Entertainer, yes, 2 more vaccines were approved today. Well, they're 2 versions of the same thing. And the good news is they had 100% success rate in terms of avoiding serious illness or death. So that's kind of cool. Walking Man Dude needs a lobotomy. Teratopia, I agree. Hopefully J&J. All right, we are not jaywalking right now, folks. I am not jaywalking. That is not a red hand. That's actually an animated walking guy. You are just imagining that it says don't walk. Beltline Trail could be dark. Hello, adorable CA. Which part of town do you like walking most? If I had to pick one, it would be the Annex. Robert, but the efficacy is not what matters with vaccines. What matters, because you're still going to get it. What matters is that they reduce hospitalization, and the ones at 60% still have a 100% success rate. So they're as good as the ones that have 90% in terms of what they're trying to accomplish. But there is the Beltline Trail. I could take this. There was a time when the vaccine was a bad word on this channel, but now that it's a reality, I don't mind bringing it up now and then, but obviously we're all here to look how creepy Toronto can be when you're the only soul on the streets. Do you get scared walking around at night? No. So we are going to go across Merton Street here. What are some superstitions you believe in? That is a weird question for me, because I'm rather grounded in science with my beliefs. I'm very skeptical of a lot of things. So I don't know if I have any superstitions. I had little things, like when I played baseball, I would always have the same routine every time I went to the plate, stuff like that. And did I just see a Super Michael Gray, $5 for a coffee and all the great work you do. And Bevy and Ken as well. It's appreciated very much by us all. Thank you. And thank you to Bevy for modding as well. She also has her own channel to run, and thanks to Gloria and Action VJ and Chetna. And I haven't seen Action Kid in a while, but that guy is also a mod as well. Hey, we have a development sign up here. What are they doing with this? Well, I have a feeling it's going to be a condo. Karen G, $10 for peanuts. Karen G, thank you. Sorry, there's no rap battle right now. So they want to put a 13-story, 73-unit building here. Thank you, Karen G. Empire of New York City says, AK's enjoyed your city. Bjorn Fuhrer, sorry if I cannot pronounce your name correctly, but thank you for the $10, Bjorn. Thank you very much. There is Toronto Water. I'm not going to say any names, but one thing that's neat is Action Kid was in an Uber and his driver is someone who's subscribed to my channel. So what a small world that is. There's a house, a hoose. That looks creepy. Man, if I believed in ghosts, I think there might be one in that place. How is this not scary for me? We're in like a well-lit residential street. We're in Toronto. We're not in... I don't want to drop a name and offend anyone, but you could probably think of something to insert. If I have a choice to take a vaccine, which would I take? I would not take an mRNA vaccine. I would leave those to the more vulnerable people. So I would take AZ or J&J, but it's a weird question. I don't think we'll have any choice. What is this? The Red Lantern Pub. How have I never been here? This could be really neat. I'm gonna have to look this up. The Red Lantern Pub. All I can see is my reflection. I saw a ghost. Dan, yeah, it's kind of weird. There would normally be at least a slow stream of people on the streets in this area walking back from their drinking spots, possibly the Red Lantern. Karen G, thanks for confirming. I will have to check it out. Casual furniture. Huh. Merton Street has a lot more going on than Davisville. Look at that neat display. Red Lantern has been there since 1969 and I didn't really know about it. Wow. Was the ghost offering me nuts? You should walk down one of those sketchy alleys in does Toronto, Midtown have sketchy laneways or alleys? We don't really use the word alley in Toronto. George Hahn, $13.99. Sorry, my belt was sticking into my... Somehow it got folded the wrong way. $2.14 Merton. Alley Cats. Alley Cats is gone. George Hahn donated $13.99 through Super Chat. Was there a message there that I missed? George Hahn, let me go check that out. Oh, just super sticker. Thank you, George. Thank you very much, George. Filthy McNasty's is gone. Watch out from the shadows. The invisible man is behind me. The Remax Hallmark Collection. Oh, there's like a car pulling in behind me. Learning, empowering, inspiring. I might have to come do a video along Merton Street. I always default to taking Davisville Avenue when I go east to west in this part, but I think Merton has a bit more to it. It's a brightly lit, colorful apartment building. When's bedtime? I don't know. I'm probably gonna go home and settle down in my couch and have an adult beverage and use that to get me a bit sleepy. And then tomorrow I'll wake up and figure out what my plan will be. Sprint senior care. Don't look behind you. Bubba heard no edibles. This is a really nice apartment building. Walk through Mount Pleasant Cemetery and you might attract some extra paranormal fans. Do you drink every night before you sleep? No. Kohana? Not really. Does anybody need a dirt devil? I think we all know why. They threw this thing out because they suck. Do not buy a dirt devil if it's under $100. You are in fact buying a piece of shit. I've never had any luck with that brand. The one time I had a little hand vac that was a dirt devil that was great. The battery lasted like 2.5 minutes. You had to use it and plug it in every single time. I ordered a Black & Decker hand vac off of Amazon and it worked great. And I replaced my stand-up dirt devil with a Shark Rocket, and that thing is unbelievable. It's even got headlights. I don't know why it has headlights, but that's a fantastic vacuum. Sorry, Dirt Devil, I know they were getting ready to sponsor my channel. And I didn't knock their expensive ones. I haven't tried their more expensive ones. Tara has a Dyson. Well, that's fancy. I went for the vacuum and they said is 98% as good as a Dyson and a third the cost. It also has a cord on it. I live in a small enough apartment. I don't need no stinking cordless vacuum. Karen G has a cheap one and works just fine. Maybe the bottom of your feet are like sandpaper, Karen G, and you just don't notice that you're walking over cookie crumbs. That was not very nice of me. I take that back, I'm sorry. The Al Green Gallery and Green Family Companies. So now that we're done trashing Dirt Devil, what other brands are always pieces of crap? I want to say Hamilton Beach, but I have some of their things that are actually pretty good. But I think there's a very good chance if you buy anything Hamilton Beach, you're getting a pile of crap. Don't get a Hoover. What is this all about? The Girl Guides movement in Canada. There's a plaque here. This is a historic site. Is this where the Girl Guides of Canada was founded? Correct says Dyson are good. Oh, no one's doubting Dyson are good. They're just not good for the bank account. This is the head office of the Girl Guides of Canada. You know, I think they need to sell some better cookies. I always feel ripped off. You know it's all about the donation, but man, I've never enjoyed anything I've bought from them. What they should do is switch to selling chocolate-covered almonds, because those are always good, and I think they'll sell more. Ditch the cookies, dip some almonds in chocolate, and thank me later, Girl Guides. Enjoy the billions of dollars you will now earn. William Chan, what do you think of the future remodel of Yonge Street between Queen and College, and what's your favorite development happening in the city? I think that's an excellent redevelopment, William. I think we definitely need to reprioritize the streets for pedestrians. Yonge Street should be single lane the whole way, if you ask me. And what's my favorite development? My favorite development that's not happening would be Rail Deck Park. And my favorite overall development, I think it's a tie. I'm a fan of skyscrapers, so it's either One Yonge or Bloor Street, or the One at Bloor and Yonge. One of those two. Matt Latesta is enjoying some Italian cake. Oh, we have some subway action. If Canadians call a mouse a moose, what do they call a moose? I don't know. The One is going to look amazing, yes. I love how when you view the city now from, say, Riverdale Park, you have these enormous clusters of towers that would be giant cities in their own right in terms of their skyline presence. So we have some bars and stuff here on the right, but on this side we have some subway action. I don't know which side of the street. Mervish and Gary looks good, but they have been changing that thing time and time again. Who knows what it's actually going to look like when it gets built. And it's excellent that they're preserving the Royal Alex and Princess of Wales Theatre, because the original plans called for kiboshing those theaters. Any plans for a bike video? I hope Malatesta. I hope next week we can do a cycling video. I'm also hoping to do a morning a live stream down Yonge Street, starting where I started this video and going all the way down Yonge to either Dundas Square or the lake. Why is the city so silent? Well, here is your answer. This bar is not open. When you remove bars from the equation, you kill the nightlife of a city. And this place is really, really popular with Indians. There's always so many out here having a smoke on the sidewalk. Indian resto bar. I'm really, really curious about this place. And they just look like they're having the best time in the world. I think this would be a really fun place to take a date and check it out. Whatever they do, they have a very big following, it seems. I don't think you're allowed to say Indian. I don't know, Dan. I'm not very PC. I don't even reply to comments in my videos usually when people get on my case for saying something that is not politically correct. I don't care for that. I think people need to lighten up. No harm was meant. Anna Lisa, $5. Thank you for the super chat, Anna Lisa. Kohana says I can take her there. It is almost midnight. And here is Balliol Street. And there's the Mr. Sub. Terratopia used to work in this area. Where is the best view of Toronto? My opinion is the best view in Toronto is at Riverdale. I often like to stream from Riverdale East. And that reminds me, I have a video where I've never been in this or taken a bus to this part of Davisville Station before. So I have a video uploaded where I catch a bus at Bayview and Davisville. So I wait for the bus, I get on the bus, I ride over here to Davisville, then I get off and I transfer to the subway, and then I take the subway up to the Yonge Eglinton Center and walk through that. So I go through the Yonge Eglinton Center and out the south side, or why did I say south? Anyways, the north side. And then I get recognized by a guy driving his car. I realized I was going to put that on the Stumbles channel, but I haven't yet done an exclusive video for channel members and Patreon members, so I'm going to upload that, or I have uploaded it. I'm going to make that an exclusive video for channel members, and I'm going to get you guys two in the month of March. At least two. February is kind of coming to an end a lot quicker than I thought. Shazam, $10. Hey Johnny, good to hear you. Is it cold outside? No, it's not that cold. It's only about 2 degrees. Here's the 97 Yonge bus. And this is going up to York Mills Station. Let's just see if we can catch a train going by. Is Tim Hortons open? We'll find out. Did you eat dinner? Yes, I had Bevy's stream when I had a bowl of Cheerios mixed with Cinnamon Toast Crunch with a banana. For lunch, I had some lechon and pancit. I ordered Filipino food last night, and I had some leftovers for lunch. I forget the name, but I had those little spring rolls as well. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous shot. Man, I get tongue-tied out here in this weather. I get tongue-tied normally, but... Lumpia, that's it, Jeanette. Have you been watching Action Kids videos from Florida? No, I haven't. I was watching them, but for the last week or so, I've just fallen really behind. I try to watch my normal YouTube videos on top of the different walking channels, and I just haven't had time. Michael Gray had Chinese food for dinner tonight. So they have 3 tracks at this platform. There's an outer platform. This is the outer platform here to the west. And then we have 2 platforms here. Oh, I think I see a train coming. Why am I trying to catch a train? I thought... No, maybe they're just shuffling a... There is a train yard here. This is the headquarters of the TTC, by the way. Is the subway steam powered? Oh, here we go. From the wrong side. Choo-choo! Oh, I'm looking at the wrong platform because I'm a grade A dummy. And this is the view we get. Have you watched The Queen's Gambit? No. Well, that wasn't very interesting. I done goofed that one up. Oh, here comes a car turning. Run, Forrest. Oh, we can catch the last second of this choo-choo rolling out. For the amount of time I stood here trying to capture a train, that was a spectacular fail and a half. Jenny K likes trains. Yes, Jenny, there's a bounty of transit videos in the future. Although, I just released a transit video on Stumbles earlier today. Oh, here's Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is not open, so if you like that sort of thing, check out my other channel. You can subscribe. That one, I caught the bus going home after filming my video yesterday morning up Bayview North. Thank you, Bevy. And I thought it was kind of a neat video. I transfer to the subway at Broadview Station. This is Davisville Station. And that is the CN Tower straight ahead in the middle there. Ibanyogun, Davisville. Davisville, Yokinmida. And here's a former Starbucks. Hopefully, I think it'd be pretty cool if a second cup or Timothy's rolled in there. Hey, we got wheel trans. Neat. What toque you have on, asks Robert Distuk. CL says Davisville Yakimnida. Kiki. Michael Gray enjoyed my transit video today. Thank you. Here's Pizza's open. There's a guy in there doing his thing. They're open till 2 a.m. And they're open till 3 a.m. Alwyn says, you read Korean? Yes, I can read Korean. That doesn't mean I understand what I read. But I can do it. You can do it. So according to my counter, we are four minutes into the video, and I am stuck at 61 viewers. So now I'm heading north up the east side of Yonge. We've completed some Midtown wandering. There's the Wallace Gastropub. 640, thank you. I think we hit just shy of 800 last night. New Lickbow coming soon. John Hurley just shared it, so get ready. I'm embracing myself, John. Deborah in the chat. Hello, Deborah. Long time no see. Is the LCBO closed? Yes. I don't think this one has even opened yet. It says coming soon. There was a Sneaky D's uptown. Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. I haven't had enough Dunkin' Donuts to pass judgment. But I assume they're similarly meh. I think that LCBO is just relocating. Their Davisville store is kind of far north, up on Yonge Street, and they already have 2 locations right at Yonge and Eglinton. There's one in the, I'm forgetting the name of it, but there's a condo with a Loblaws. There's one in there, and there's one in the Yonge Eglinton Center. So it makes sense for them to have a location more south towards the intersection of Yonge and Davisville. All right, Jaceel, have a good night. I would pay negative $1,000 to have to hang that on my wall. That one I would do. Those 2 on the bottom are all right. That one I wouldn't do. That one I wouldn't do. That one I wouldn't do. Have you ever counted the number of pot shops between College and Dundas? No, but there's probably 5 or 6. Andy Wood says no, not good art. Art is subjective, but I think we can all agree that is not very good. There's Tabbouleh. Middle Eastern cuisine. I've heard this place is quite good. And I have never tried this new Thai restaurant that came in. Isandur. We have some really good Thai up at Yonge and Eglinton. Greetings, Calix, Yukon. Combo 2 from $5. 2 slices and a Diet Pepsi. Nightlife is fun when there's nightlife to be had. KDM says walk down Front Street if I'm close to it. I am very far from Front Street. We're walking back up to Yonge and Egg. This location has a lot of condo and apartment sized furniture. It even says city size seating. The other Chesterfield shop I went to was all like full size stuff. But this is all ridiculously expensive. $42.98 for that sectional. Yeesh. And I don't like anything with a low back like that. I need a high back. What's going in there? Midtown just got hotter. Dave's hot. They're opening up a Dave's Hot Chicken here. Wow, this place is going to have an enormous lineup. Ooh, Dave's Hot Chicken. The one in Parkdale is just bananas. If you go anywhere near that place, there's a giant lineup. Pretty much any time of day. That's awesome. Good evening, Godwin. And this place is pretty good. Although I kind of prefer Tumbaku. I completely butchered that up north of Yonge and Egg. But Hokkaido ramen. There's 5 Doors North. I had my birthday there about 6 or 7 years ago. Godwin says, isn't this the worst time to open a restaurant? I don't know. I think given how desperate some commercial landlords are and the fact that some restaurants are still quite viable through takeout, it might be the ideal time to get yourself locked into a lease at very favorable rates. There's so many vacant storefronts in the city because of what Mr. Ford has imposed without giving the necessary, I guess, support to keep the businesses they forced closed, that it's created a huge glut of commercial real estate. So if you're looking to open a business, now might be the best time you'll ever have in the city. The problem is commercial rents are not protected. So when your lease is up, the landlord can raise it to whatever the heck they want. But you might be able to get yourself locked into a nice juicy commercial rate right now. So I don't know. I'm just speculating. But I think if you have a restaurant, now might be the time to pull the trigger. Was I anti-Ford prior to the pandemic? I've never really liked Ford. I always felt he had a massive vendetta against the city, but at the same time, I don't really like Tory, and I'm not too thrilled with Trudeau. So I know this isn't a political channel, but I think all 3 levels of government have their head up their ass right now. There's Juicy Dumpling. That place is pretty good. And this is where the Staples, south on Yonge, relocated to. There's a Staples near it used to be near Summerhill. They relocated. This is the old Art Shop Condos location. And West Elm has moved in to where the art shop used to be. That's interesting. You just watched 20 minutes of Rob Ford's funniest moments. Yeah. I was living overseas for most of Rob Ford's time here. You love fur pillows. I've never been inside a West Elm. Is that weird? Maybe I have and I don't remember it. There's Farm Boy. I have never been there either, despite the fact that this is very local to where I live. I usually just go to Metro. And this used to be an office building where TD Meloche Monix Insurance used to be located. If you remember that brand that they killed. There's the headquarters of Canadian Tire. Oh, and TVO. I'm a block away from Stickslurker. And these condos are kind of an interesting story. These are the Quantum buildings. They were originally supposed to be much, much taller than this. But all the NIMBYs came out with their pitchforks and demanded they be shorter. So they were approved at a reduced height. And now, of course, they're kind of short compared to the new condos going in. So what a short-sighted move that was. They should have been built to their original proposed height, although a lot of developers will submit their proposals taller than necessary, knowing full well the NIMBYs are going to come out. And then when they agree to reduce it, they're just reducing it to the height that they were going to build in the first place. It's a well-known trick developers use. Let's take a look to the south. 24 gaming, trivia, and more. Have a good morning, as we say in Kalmu. Here's the Tim Hortons. I went in here and bought a hot chocolate on stream, what, about 3 weeks ago? I was streaming around Midtown, trying to cover a slightly different footpath than tonight. That way we don't get that Groundhog Day feel. Where's the Mandarin? There's the Mandarin. Oh, someone behind me. Thought I was turning the camera around to look at them. I'm gonna keep walking here to shake the awkward. So this is Yonge and Eglinton. Yes, I ordered a delivery from that Mandarin. And it was actually pretty good. It was better than I think it would have been had you had the same food from their buffet. And this place, they have a location down at Playa Cabana at Avenue Road and DuPont. And this one opened up during the pandemic. Do you think the city should install bike lanes throughout the entirety of Yonge Street in Toronto, like what they did in Bloor? I think you need to have bike lanes on major north and south nodes. So if not Yonge, well, Bay Street kind of already has. I would say Church or Bay would definitely need to have them if you don't put them on Yonge. But Yonge seems like a good candidate. Get it down to 1 lane of traffic. Throw in some bike lanes, expand the sidewalks, increase patios. When are they stopping construction at Yonge and Eglinton? I got news for you. Never. Once all of this is done and the LRT opens up, this building right here will see the wrecking ball. And they'll build a big tower on that spot, and we're gonna have more construction at Yonge and Egg. There's a look up at the moon. People seem to be asking a lot about the moon. Kohana subscribed. Tom Tim Tung has a YouTube channel. I didn't even know Tom Tim Tung. I'll have to check it out. Here's a really neat bar, Function Bar. It's got a bit of a hipsterish vibe to it, but it's never disappointed. The Duke of Kent is fantastic, guys. I have ordered their takeout a number of times. They have probably acquired themselves a hell of a chef because all of their food is phenomenal. Quite different from the Rose and Crown. I think the Rose and Crown, another beloved bar in this area, is struggling mightily because, of course, they haven't been able to operate properly, but the Duke of Kent, I think, is doing really well with their takeout. Did I see a super chat pop in? Andrew Nielsen, $5. Thanks for Broadview Video. Used to work on that street at Pro Art Dental Lab. You're welcome, Andrew, and thank you very, very much for the super chat. Chipotle, Godwin is craving it right now. My gimbal seems to be twisting. When will we be able to go back to absolute comedy? Ian, I'm not a huge fan of Tim's and the Rose and Crown. And The best addition of all time to Midtown, this restaurant, Pie. This used to be kind of a club slash event space, and then it sat vacant for the longest time. Yes, and that was back when this was a Yuck Yucks. And now, finally, someone has repurposed it into something good. Karen G's $10 for a moonshot. All right, Karen G. I'll get you a moonshot very soon. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. And if you're ordering from Pie, do yourself a favor and get the cow soy. All right, Karen. Let's see if we can grab a moonshot. Thank you, Karen. There is a shot at the moon, and there is the Shoppers Drug Mart. I posted a video on my other channel of buying some Diet Pepsi at Shoppers Drug Mart. Oh, Claudia M, have a good night. We'll do one more moonshot, Karen, just in a few minutes. I am not going to go north of Broadway and Montgomery here because I'm planning on doing another late night Midtown stream at some point, and I need to save some territory to be not recorded so recently. That way it won't feel like Groundhog Day. So I'm not going to go north. This is all going to be virgin territory for a while up there, just so the next time I'm in Midtown streaming at night, it'll actually not feel like this stream. And we are going to end the stream right here, right now. But let's take another look at the moon. Maybe I'll pull out my regular phone here and take a shot for Insta. I might be able to actually capture the moon. Yes, they're putting in a Jollibee. I have not been to a Canadian Jollibee, but I have been to a real one in the Philippines. But thank you guys for hanging out tonight. I think that's about an hour and 45. I can't really see my timer or my counter that shows me how many people are in the stream right now. But I hope you had a good night. That's good news, Dan. Thank you to everyone for hanging out, for being good. Thank you to our mods. Thank you to me for doing this. Thank you, me. You're welcome. You have a good night, you. I will, you. All right, I'm done talking to myself. Thank you for the super chats. All right, guys, I'm just going to stop yapping and we'll look at the moon for 20 seconds and then I'll end the stream. So thank you very much. I might stream tomorrow. I don't really know, but I'll probably stream tomorrow or Sunday, and I will do a Stumble stream hopefully on Sunday night. All right, guys, have a good night.